Buenos dias, good morning, konnichiwa, ohayo gozaimasu, my brothers and my sisters. I wanted to do a video today on doubt. And I talk about this in the book of life that I wrote. It's all 700 pages, not about this one topic, but is doubts. And there's two vibrations in life. And I could do this, if I did a direct version of this video, I could sum it up in 2 minutes. But I want people to actually understand this, because like Albert Einstein said, we cannot just memorize information. We have to actually think and understand it. You cannot just know 1 plus 1 equals 2. You got to understand why. You got to understand the deep parts. Because if you just repeat and study information, then you're going to be a repeat. If you just know to know, and you just memorize information, you're going to be a repeat. But if you actually study to understand, then you understand A can go to Z, B can go to D, D and B can go to A and Z. And this is what the quote, what Albert Einstein was pushing for. And I want people to understand there are two vibrations in life, love and fear. Some say good and evil, but I say these are the vibration of love and the vibration of fear. Fear comes from ignorance. Somebody doesn't understand themselves truly. And when I use the word truly, I'm not talking about a dogma mask. I mean they truly understand themselves from within. Or they're ignorant of a situation. They haven't experienced it before. So they don't understand. And then there's love. Somebody that truly understands themselves from within. What makes them unique as a 400 trillion to 1 miracle. So again, guess what? They love themselves. And they derivate the vibration of love, which is curing millions of diseases around the world, and hundreds of millions of people are meditating to this day. Right? So we have the vibration of love, which comes from understanding. You truly understand somebody first. You're not being a pervert and just staring at their body. You actually truly understand them from within first. You discover what that initial attraction or draw was, since we are energy, right? The law of attraction. And doubts and worry stimulate exactly from that, from ignorance. So we have ignorance here, and that's exactly, I talk about it in the book of life. If you're trying to accomplish a goal, right? I wrote this actually in the chapter on goals and success. And the reason why is because people face doubts usually when they're going for something in life, when they're going after their goals, right? For a PR in the gym, or a financial, or let's not use money, let's not use the green. Let's focus on career, right? They're trying to go in their careers after a goal. And a lot of times people face self-doubts. For a while in my life, before I got to where I'm at, I faced some of those. But I was always believing, practicing what I preach, that you have to set goals that actually ask for you to become a completely new person, a completely new, evolved, and greater version of yourself, which can then serve humanity to a greater level, right? And help more people, help more life. And this mindset was what allowed me to master 30 jobs, become the international nonprofit, nonprofit owner or leader that I am now, where we work with countries all around the world. We operate in every country. We go to, we just got back from Mexico. We're working with Native American tribes now. We're getting ready to go to the Philippines. Run successful businesses. I could start a side hobby and make 6 figures in the first month off of a side hobby business. And I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this to build credibility. But it was not always like that. And now that I have established some credibility for our new users, like I said, it was not always like that. But whenever I faced self-doubts, what did I do? Well, I was honest with myself. I did not have an ego. I was not trying to do or be someone that, society created or a dogma mask. I was being myself. And I said, hey, this is who I need to become. So I was brutally honest with myself. And I would meditate sometimes, or just no cell phones, no technology, just sit on the couch, quiet time, nobody in the house, and just really be brutally honest with myself. And this is where the movie Avatar and Titanic and other blockbusters came from, was from people that were lucid dreaming. And I talk about it all the time. You got to set alone time for yourself. Take care of yourself. Be alone in the house for at least half an hour and just kind of clear your mind and think about your life. where you're at in your life, where you're going, who you need to become. And during this quiet time with yourself, you need to ask yourself, what is it that I need to improve? What weakness is biting me in the butt? What area am I not very confident? Because where does confidence comes from? I talk about it in my video on the ego versus confidence. What is confidence? It comes from hard work. It comes from grinding. It comes from studying and putting in the time instead of, the ego, which is the opposite. And you need to be brutally honest with yourself and sit down and ask yourself, where are these self-doubts coming from in my goals that I'm trying to accomplish? What do I need to improve to where I can now have confidence and self-love? And this is why, like I said, you need to set goals that ask you to become a completely new person. That way, you can be reborn with new strengths, evolved strengths, because life in a tree and the animals and the trees and plants are always evolving and always growing. My little bird, she just jumped up when I said that. And this is us being the highest form of life. And we vibrate and have more energy at our disposal than no other form of life. Then we need to always be evolving and growing. And that's why this mindset that every single day is a brand new year. Every single week is a brand new year. Allowed me to accomplish so much. Graduate all honors. Play a father figure role for children. Travel the world. Live in another country for over a year. I need to keep going. It's been 7 years now. I'm 25 now. And this is how I did it. This is how I got there or got here with this mindset. And when you have doubts, right? Not necessarily self-doubts, but you have doubts about something. When I hear someone express basically doubts about something, it tells me right away they don't understand enough. John F. Kennedy, when he said, "We will go to the moon," the greatest pioneer, in my opinion, I think he's greater than, they all played a different role. Martin Luther King, Abraham Lincoln, Gandhi, we could go, down the Mexico ones too. But I truly think, though, because I lived in Mexico, that, we all not only have an individual role to play in life, but when someone expresses doubt towards something, it's because they don't understand. And it's the ego, once again, or these dogma masks that hold people back from that. And that's why you got to question your intentions every single day. God, every other page in the book, I was telling people, basically, they got to stop and double check their intentions at the door every single day before they leave the house. Even myself, I write down my original intent that's originating from the vibrational love, which is what expands out life and humanity. When I start a new project or a new mission trip for the nonprofit, we go to another country and work with the leaders and the governors and whatnot, I ask myself and write it down, my original intentions first, before I can go back during the process and make sure I'm staying true to my original intentions. And this is what we have to do. You need to let go of your ego. And if you're acting through the vibration of love, then you have no problem gaining new knowledge, doing more studying, and gaining new information to where you now understand how you can get to your goal. And doubts are a good thing. Failure is a good thing. Failure and doubts are a beautiful thing. They allow you to grow. They allow you to evolve. Evolve. We are the highest form of life. If you are not evolving, you are dying. And that's why so many people have to escape their reality with drugs and substances, because they're already dead. Sorry, very personal discussion that could go into why I started this nonprofit. Now, this is why, guys, like I said, doubts are a good thing, though. They allow us to evolve and grow. And embrace them. I love failure. Failure is what got me to where I'm at. I talk about all my fuck-ups in my videos. I don't censor it either, because I've actually learned and grown from them. Now I can use those experiences to guide other people in these videos around the world if they so choose to. And I don't brag about where I'm at or my accomplishments. I do it to build credibility. Because I don't want people being misled by, Tom, who just graduated high school and wants to take off his shirt and flex his abs and then give people life advice. God bless you, Tom. And I'm not saying, and if Tom wants to practice actually what we have discussed in this video, like you can, and when he has doubts and whatnot, face them. Instead of trying to be somebody he's not to try impressing others. And if I just get through one of you guys, just one of you guys, with what I experienced myself, then I'm happy. But I will not give you specific exercises, or not exercises, specific points, because your life is completely different. But when you face these doubts, now you know what to do. Meditate, write them down, and do the research, do the studying to clear them up. Sometimes you have to trial by fire. Instead of waiting around and thinking about it, or waiting around and, going down another route, I just go. I just do. Let me go ask them. If they say no, then who gives a fuck? We'll ask somebody else. Let's not sit around thinking about this, or what if they say no, or what if they do this. Let's find out for sure. Let's know for sure. Let's understand. And this is the whole jumping to conclusions about people. It's the most foolish thing. You're more foolish than a monkey. Maybe that's a little extreme, but it's very foolish to just jump to conclusions. I'm like, you don't understand anything about that person. And when you truly understand and love yourself from within, it's really when you're just like, hey, I don't give a fuck what this random person, random is the keyword, person thinks or says. Whatever they do think or say, it's telling me about them, and if they're even worthy of being in my life or with my time, because your time becomes very valuable when you truly understand and love yourself and embrace your life purpose. You only have a handful of people that you keep around you at that point, like the prophet Jesus. And when you embrace these doubts, guys, like I said, love them, appreciate them, because it's an opportunity to evolve and grow with life. This is my video on doubts, guys. Every single one of you, like I said, is capable just as much as myself in your own unique path, your own talents and gifts that make you unique. An Olympic pole vaulter said it perfectly: gold medals off of the wall. There's 50,000 more people, if not more, that could do what I'm doing, but even better. There's so many people that have gifts and talents. We all have unique gifts and talents. Mine has always been creativity, emotional intelligence, people, the mind, psychology, really, really thinking. We all have different gifts and talents. Embrace them, evolve them, grow them. It's like the mind is like a muscle, and doubts are just an exercise. Okay, guys? So start exercising.